your award-winning television program, Desopadec Weekly, where we bring to you first-hand information of all the happenings at the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission. It's a new dawn at Desopadec. The newly inaugurated board of the commission has assumed office and they are set to hit the ground running to engender development. In today's episode, we will highlight the agenda of the governing board as led by a seasoned administrator, Honorable John Obuhuhu Nani as chairman and Chief Festus Ochanogo as managing director, Chief Executive Officer. Joy Uchi is my name. Thank you for joining us. The governing board of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, Desopadec, held her second board meeting 3 weeks after inauguration at the headquarters of the commission named Senator Okowa Tower. The board meeting birthed several resolutions that will be impactful on the staff of the commission and the people of oil-bearing communities in Delta State. The Desopadec 2023 budget, development of mandate areas, staff promotion and welfare were among the key issues discussed. Speaking with the Desopadec Weekly TV crew at the end of the meeting, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Chief Festus Ochanogo said, promotion as a veritable means of encouraging staff tapped the agenda.
It was an extensive deliberation, which is monthly. It's monthly because we take time to x-ray so many things concerning governance of the Desopadec. One was issue of promotion. Annually they do promotion here, and they have started the process. We are almost concluding that process of promoting the workers. We know what it is to promote workers, and that's another way of encouraging them. So we looked into the issue of promotion that was done. Exercise interview has been concluded, and we're almost at the point of releasing the promotion.
On staff welfare and relationship between staff members and the governing board of the Desopadec, the MD CEO said modalities to bond properly with staff of the commission were outlined and deliberated at the meeting.
To strengthen the need for our relationship with the workers, because we need to encourage them. We need to also win their confidence. We need to assure them that we are here to work as a team, even if they are workers. So we discuss on modalities to encourage or strengthen our relationship with workers. because the welfare is very, very important, just as promotion is part of the welfare, which I've earlier explained. So we need to also do as much as possible to win them.
The 2023 annual budget of Desopadec also featured prominently. Chief Ochonogo said, ethnic representatives on the board have been mandated by the board to return to the various mandate areas for due consultation with their people on desirable projects to be included in the budget.
Just as we talked about the budget of Desopadec, that is 2023 budget, so we also discussed that we were given an envelope from state, so we have to work within that envelope of 48 billion from state. So we have marked the envelopes that are going to go to the ethnic nationalities, which we have also passed on to the ethnic reps, so that they will go back to meet the stakeholders at their nationality level with a view to populating the budget.
Some ethnic representatives of the immediate past board of the commission were invited to the board meeting for consultations intended to create room for robust deliberations on some outstanding concerns.
They are our colleagues, irrespective of the fact that they were former. They decided to come and also welcome us to Desopadec, to also let us that they were here and draw our attention to the challenges they face too, which is going to go a long way in helping us position ourselves where as we can start the process. Our success is the success of those of them that have also left here. So they have come to let us know the challenges in running this place with a view to our settling down to address some of the issues they raised.
Earlier, an umbrella body of Desopadec contractors paid a congratulatory visit expressing their concerns and readiness to work with the board of Desopadec under Olorogun Janani as chairman and Chief Festus Ochonogo as managing director.
We came here to introduce ourselves to the new board, because in everything there is a beginning. The old board has gone and this is the new one. So it's good for them to know us. That is why we came to meet them. And of course, we've discussed with them, we've told them our pains, we've told them our lapses, and they have assured us that they are going to look into it. On our part, we play our part very well. They also play their part well. My chairman is going to liaise with them from time to time with his executive. And any time there's any issues raised before us, they will be the one that will come forward. We are behind them. And so when they have any difficulty, the chairman will call upon me. We will meet as a board, just the way they are meeting now. I will discuss it and we'll settle it amicably.
The body, the Desopadec Indigenous Contractors Forum, WORI, solicited for the support of the board as they addressed issues of outstanding bills emanating from contract execution, and the MD CEO expressed willingness to partner with the association in the task of developing oil-producing areas.
They are also very important stakeholders as far as administration of Desopadec is concerned. Like you call them contractors. These are people that have done one thing or the other with us. One, to congratulate us. Two, to also solicit our support. So we solicited their also support and patience in also letting us settle down and pray that more funds will come so that we'll be able to address those complaints.
Just before the commencement of the board meeting, the head, Department of Medical Health and Safety, Desopadec, Dr. Michael Ekotobo, sensitized board members on the need for regular medical check-up to reduce health risk. A blood pressure monitoring kit was handed to each of the board members.
When last did you check your prostate? When last did you check when last did you do a pap smear? When last did you even know your blood profile? These are questions that we should answer to ourselves. Now, climbing the staircase up to this office was stress in itself. And on account of that, I like to bring this topic of hypertension before us today. You work at night, you work during the day. We have come to tell you that there is need for a regular medical check.
Earlier, the MD, CEO of Desopadec, Chief Ochonogo, has held a familiarization meeting with heads of departments directly under his office. At the maiden meeting, Chief Ochonogo encouraged them to always call on him as he is open to fresh and better ideas that would bring about progress in the affairs of the Commission.
We know you people have the wealth of experience in running our various departments, but we will need to work together as one. One, to make the MD's assignment easier, prepare to learn. Why I'm also ready to learn from you. Anybody that is going to my immediate start, we need to prepare to work. I don't play with work, so anybody around me must be ready to work. And as you work and you do well, I don't also delay or hesitate in encouraging people. Because you need to prepare to work, and preparing to work and working is what we have to show that this is a new dispensation and a new leadership that is on board.
In another development, the heads of departments and divisions and the Directorate of Planning, Research and Statistics of the Desopadec had earlier welcomed the Executive Director, Chief Nicholas Sefele, when he officially assumed duties. The event featured a brief meeting between the Executive Director and heads of departments and divisions, a tour of the Directorate's offices, and a media briefing. Welcoming the Executive Director, the head, Department of Planning, Research and Statistics, Anthony Omainikon, said the track record of Chief Fele in various leadership positions were indications that the Directorate will succeed.
When we saw your name on the list of appointees, it gladdened our hearts because we know your antecedents in community development and in the politics of Delta State. And we're praying that you bring that expertise, your prowess in human capital management and resources management to this commission. So once again, on behalf of everybody in the Directorate, we welcome you. We pray that your tenure here will be fruitful. It will be a blessing to the commission, a blessing to the Directorate, and a blessing to all of us.
The head, Secretariat Tender Board Sector, Abel Idiomo, while introducing himself to the Executive Director, also highlighted some crucial duties of the sector.
As the Executive Director, PRS happens to be the Secretary of the Commission Tender Board. That is why the Secretariat called the Tender Board Secretariat to Contractual Restriction Section is domiciled in the department. So for information's sake, it's not a division but a section. In that section of in that section, that is the Secretariat, we carry out contract implementation. All the award process is being conducted in that section. And you being the secretary of the Commission Tender Board, you are the one that signs all the award letters. What part of our function also is to collate all award process of other departments in the commission. We do that. We are in charge of domiciliation of payment. When contractor want their payment to be domiciled in any given bank, they write to you. We process it and we send it to the account section where it will be implemented. We equally collate all information as it relates to award. If you get to the secretariat, right, the tender board secretariat, all the award that we have done from 2007 to date, they are basically, housed in that particular secretariat.
The head, Planning Division, Tina Iriri, and two others, Michael Eromeri, Research Division, and Oriogbe Emwemu, Statistics Division, also explains the role of their respective divisions.
So far, we have been working through that. We initiate memos how the commission can grow. Whatever that is raised to work with information needed, and we are proactive with that. Our main job in planning is to initiate programs that can move the commission forward. So planning in a nutshell is the basic hub where ideas can be generated in a PRS to the commission to move the place forward.
We normally carry out research work. Like my boss has said, this skills acquisition program, it was the research work we carried out that really started this, prompted the Desopadec to be involved in this skills acquisition program. And recently we also did a research work on flooding. I think that really helped too. And there was a time we did some research work on why most projects are abandoned in the riverine communities. And the problem we have is that most times there are no follow-up to most of these proposals and research work that we carry out. But we pray that with your time, there will be follow-up and we'll get good results.
We have the database where we keep information, data, and other information as it relates to staffs, furnitures, and every other information that we need to keep. Then you have the cost tackling. The cost tackling section is that section that is involved, work in hand with the budget. Anything relating to supply, we try to see how we source information about the good product and the price. So we prepare the documentation for award on anything relating to supply in the commission.
Responding to some of the issues, the executive director assured all that the directorate will work in harmony with other directorates to achieve the basic objectives of the Desopadec.
We will see how we will be able to, what we can do within our period, see how we can, what we can change, what we can upgrade, we upgrade. All we need is more is prayer. Bring God into play, whatever we are doing here, and how to uplift the people. I think that's the most important thing. Uplift the people and uplift our communities.
Speaking with the Desopadec Weekly TV after a tour of the directorate, Chief Efele highlighted the need for all to seek divine direction in their work plans.
As I advise them in the various sections, told them that we need prayers. We need prayers because prayers to redirect and reposition Desopadec. We'll be working in that direction to see how we can seek the face of God first and foremost, so that the presence of God should come into this commission.
Yet, in another development, the Executive Director, Social Services, Chief Favor Izokumo, and the member representing Ijaw ethnic nationality on the board of Desopadec, Honorable Spencer Okpoye, held an interactive meeting with the staff members who hail from the Ijaw area. In his address, the Executive Director appealed to the staff to cooperate with the current board for sustainable development.
To a great extent, we know ourselves. We will humbly seek, I will add my voice to Zoom, to humbly seek your continuous support to the current board. And when you support us, as you rightly said, we will also support you to enable you grow in your career.
Chief Favor Izokumo, a one-time commissioner representing Ijaw ethnic nationality on the Desopadec board, said the new governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Foboriwori, will ensure everyone gets the dividends of democracy.
All the support you rendered to me at my time as commissioner, who represented the good people of the Ijaw ethnic nationality, and according to you, it was historical. I humbly beg that you will extend that gesture to him as well. As you supported the emergence of PDP, which has given birth to the Sheriff Foboriwori's led government, your support is continuously needed. It is when you do that, definitely, we promise that all of us are going to enjoy the dividends of democracy.
Speaking, the president, the Desopadec Izon Staff Association, Engineer Felix Oyazimo, on behalf of all Ijaw staff, assured Chief Favor Izokumo and Honorable Spencer Okpoye of mutual partnership with them, who in turn noted that the concerns of members of the association will be communicated to the board through the appropriate channel.
On behalf of the entire staff, let the two of you know that we are going to give you our fullest support. Sir, I also want to plead that after now, there are some issues we are going to bring before you today. We are going to put them in our writings. The needs of the staffs, the needs of what we the Ijaws want in the Desopadec. I'm going to put them in writing. I'll bring it to your offices.
Members of the association were given the opportunity to ask questions on diverse issues centered on welfare and development. And this is our package for today. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Desopadec Weekly. Hope you enjoyed every bit of it. We will come again next week with more on the Desopadec Weekly. Until we return, continue to follow us on our social media handles on your television screen. All the questions you want to ask, we will be glad to answer. On behalf of the entire crew, Joy Uche is my name. See you next week.